right to the air. Here's Murray. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And there on your screen, Charles, the key inactives guys out this week.
And there's never anything good about any injury, but there's a silver lining to them, is that it creates opportunity for someone else on the depth chart. Will they take advantage of it with good play, or have they not prepared well, thinking they'll never get on the field and they'll go out there and hurt their team? You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Murray. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals! Trey McBride, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Black ultra, green gap, 50 red, 50 red.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Well, this defense for the Cards, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
95.
They run here with Rico Dowdle. And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Over the middle complete. That's Hubbard. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Greg George deep for Arizona. This is fielded at the 27. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
But that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
And this is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marvin Harrison Jr., 35 yards. And the Cards are able to strike quickly to hang on to their lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Takes it across the 20s. These guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he wisely will throw that one away. If you look at this defense, they come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense does exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They got to be consistent.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Third and 4.
Let's go.
Looking to throw, Young. Working the middle of the field, he's got it incomplete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
45, wide, yellow, blue.
They'll run on first down with Hubbard. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. You're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and bring our way back into this game.
For the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. It's still flat. Let's go.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Young will set to throw. Firing quickly here, that's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Gain of 7 brings up second down at the 44-yard line.
Second and a couple. Young. There's a short throw blocked by Sanders. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Here we go. 6. Let's take the red. 50 red. Let's go.
Off the play fake, Young. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. You look at this Arizona defense. This unit, they struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
Seventh play in this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down.
Ready. Yellow. 43.
Out of the gun, it's Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice tough one right there. He ran right into the team through the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Ready, 38, Parker, 6. Ready. Set.
Young working out of the gun. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Down. 45, right. Red, cycle.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Young. That is caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Xavier again, 28 yards. And the Panthers have got it back to within a score. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Young's going to throw for this. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. Gets past one man. And he returns this to the 22. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
You can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Murray going to throw. Open man here is Benson. And he's going to touchdown, but he's got the first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for the passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you got everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down.
On first down, it's Benson. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. The Cardinals are 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Murray. Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Harrison. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 33. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
That's good for the Cardinals.
Working with a lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Kyler going to give this to Benson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Another run here with Benson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Now Murray. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And that'll boost their lead to 9. It's 17-8. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come to help later on.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Look and repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again up the middle, Hubbard. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Now Young. He's going to let this one go deep. They've got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
That's over the middle is tight end Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Check. Ready. Put.
It's Young off play action. Quick throw there is incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. It's caught by Sanders. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
45.
To the air once more, Young. And once again, this is Sanders. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Slot man moves right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are back within a score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts, and they just have some season unfold that they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the two-point conversion the first time they failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, they felt like what the heck, right? Because as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
I should probably start ahead, boy, because I got all the heads black. All that Drake, you got to chill. I be on my little mouse drill. All that rap rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rap.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Yeah, they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the answer.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And they go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense ball pressured that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he is going to have the Cardinals first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. This is taken in by McBride. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Murray flips his forward on the jet sweep. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss.
41-yard line.
2nd and 14. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they can at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them in the field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Come on.
To throw, it's Murray. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. They'll get out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9.
It's a gain of 28 yards. That's another Cardinals. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Murray now to throw. That's to the sideline and pulled in by Harrison. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap and a give to Benson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Trey Benson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are able to stretch out their lead. Prater for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to locker room just a little more animated.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Okay, ready?
Now 2nd and 5.
Ready.
Young now. Got a man, that's the gap. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Young to throw it. That is caught. McMillan with it. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Young will set to throw. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Oh, he fakes a spike. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Will Johnson. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far to scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop the throw. And we'll complete to the gap. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
Here we go. Trouble. 38.
To the right side, hauled in by McMillan. And this will be stopped at the 44. That will go for 7 yards. Now a 2nd and 2. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now a fake on a jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Young to throw it. Look in the middle of the field, he's got a man complete. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go to the bigger guy to try and use size? Can you try to go to the quicker guy and sometimes even get out quick there? Very difficult to match up outside. We see that pass when they can do that too.
And he's had the hot hand. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll give this to Hubbard running right. And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
For the 2-point conversion.
And that's caught at the 2. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Panthers 22. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. Breaks through the contact. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that can overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 8. Running out of the gun in with Benson.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Murray now. Pass taken in. Just been tight end. And he's going to have the Cardinals first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
To throw is Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. And it gets him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is. And they passed off each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Zone read. Here's Benson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brings up second down at the 47-yard line.
Here's Murray. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Here's Murray. That is caught. They go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 33 yards that time.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Murray. Open man here is Benson. And Trent goes around for the Arizona touchdown. Trent Benson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cardinals are able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes this a 9-point game. After the touchdown, now here's Prater to kick. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive. They watch the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off them reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play gets them right back up to that level.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On the give, this is Hubbard. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
And we'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball. They leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Oh, he tried to fit it on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Garrett Williams. And the Cards will take over possession here up at the 44. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Murray again, this is counter. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes your crosses get challenged, sometimes you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's got his target. That's the point. That'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run recover. Looking for a seam, but finding none. They get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the Panthers' 32-yard line.
On play action, it's Murray. He finds his man complete. That's Benson. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Shotgun now for Murray. He's got his man. It's Harrison. And that bounds right around the 20. 7 catches for him now. This last one, a 1st down.
Cardinals, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. A give up the middle with Benson. They're able to break 1 tackle, but they quickly brought down for a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back there, so it'll leave them to 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run with Benson. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Counter up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. That's to the point, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Cardinals are on their way to a 2-0 start. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it.
Cardinals 37, Panthers 22. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. A good return. It should be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Panthers pick up a 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
And everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you. An interception's result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond. Not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to win.
Quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
The offense on third down, they've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 8. That is caught. He finds McMillan. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
First down, Carolina.
Looking to throw, Young. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you're getting in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
To throw, Young. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Young. That is incomplete.
Give a big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. This is caught by McMillan. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Young.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll go down as a gain of 6. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
3rd and 3. Young now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough goal for him. This guy's been driving down the field, but defensively, once they get their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Ted McMillan, a 7-yard touchdown Brown. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So this is now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
And Young's going to throw for this. Completed the run, but he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. The risk reward, the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They run over center with Benson. Down to the 41.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Murray now to throw. Got a man. It's McBride complete. And he's going to have the Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A give left side for Benson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. 53 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
I have to try to look at myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I can be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. It lines, let's go.
No time to shine. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. You know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say, if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them this one is now planted.
So for the Cardinals, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.